Gather around. It's time for the show to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, this is...
Hey everyone, my name is Jason.
Hi friends, it's Desiree Josen.
All right, there were so many matches this year that were just too much.
So this won't be a shocker because we've had a handful of really awesome matches that we just can't stop talking about.
How many times have these guys fought? Like it's been quite a bit.
I've been saying this all year. They're just so great to watch. We saw the heel turn coming, and then when it happened, nice and bloody, both dramatic and beautiful.
You are now entering the ring with Shoots and Ladders podcast. Here are your hosts, Desiree and Jason.
Shoots and Ladders AEW Double or Nothing review. What's going on, everyone? My name is Jason.
Hi friends, it's Desiree Josen.
We are breaking down AEW Double or Nothing. We are reviewing every match, every surprise, every shoot, and every crazy moment. Des, what are your initial thoughts?
This one, I mean, the crowd kept saying it. Holy shit, yes, it was amazing. And I'm kind of jealous. I wish I was in the crowd.
For sure. There were some definite bangers in this one. Let's kick things off with FTR versus Cage and Cope. Des, we're starting things off with the tag team titles on the line. Did this match live up to the hype? What's your grade?
FTR is just so hateable sometimes, and they did a really damn good job, and it's always so good to see Christian and Edge or Adam Copeland together. And you know, the stipulations too were if they didn't win at this in this match, that they couldn't tag team together again. So we know that wasn't going to happen. So, you know, it was just gritty and dirty fire. We got to see Beth Phoenix come out, and that's always fun. And she, you know, smacks the hell out of Stokely, so that's always fun. It was just exactly what you wanted to see, and our guys won. So, you know, how can you not hate it? The crowd loved it. So, you know, this was, to me, like a B-plus match.
Sure. I'll give it an A- just because it's really cool to see Cage and Cope get the tag team titles again, obviously for another organization. But man, after all these years, they're still alive and kicking. I don't think this is the end of their feud. I think, obviously, I have a feeling FTR is going to eventually get the tag titles back, but it's a fun transition for sure. But yeah, I'll go ahead and give it an A-. All right, now let's talk about potential match of the night: Okada versus Takeshita. This had dream match energy written all over. Des, did this deliver? What's your grade?
This was my match of the night. These two, I mean, we were anticipating this kind of match, and they gave us more. It was so good, so technical, counter after counter. They did not miss a beat. It was so fluid. I loved it. And, when I rewatched the highlights, you can't help but just stop and be like, this is amazing. And, I really wanted Takeshita to win, which is exactly what we needed, what we wanted. The crowd agreed with it, too. It was just, I don't know. I have no words for it. I loved it. This was my match of the night. A+. I loved it. And it could be potential match of the year.
100%. I'm actually with you. And you know what? The sky is the limit. I hope Takeshita eventually captures the world title. I think everyone's on board. Listen, I've been saying this. AEW really should just focus on their homegrown talent and really elevate them. Takeshita is one of those guys. I'm ready to strap that rocket on him and let him take over.
Oh, good.
All right, now let's go and talk about Athena versus Mina. Des, what are your thoughts on this women's match? Both competitors were definitely bringing it. Did they actually bring it for you? What's your grade?
This was the one that I wasn't too emotionally involved in. I'm very indifferent. If they didn't have this on the card, I would have been okay with it.
100% with you on that.
Okay, all right, because when I was watching some of it, I was like, I don't want to be one of those people to be like, okay, be done with it already, but with the rest of the card, it's really hard to compete. And I feel like this could have been, like their first hour, the 0 hour show. I would have been okay with that. I don't know. But it was okay. Athena is very over, Nina is, is always fun to watch. It was okay. It wasn't my favorite, so I'll give it like a B, for them showing up and doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, same here. I'm actually just going to agree with you. I'm just going to echo what you said. It didn't need to be on the PLE, but listen, both competitors, they brought it, so it's cool. All right, now let's talk about the Continental Championship. Jon Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly. This one was gritty from the start. Did this match work stylistically for you, and what grade are you giving it?
It's always fun to watch Mox. I'm a huge fan of Jon Moxley. To me, he really, when he's out in the ring, he does no wrong in my eyes. I love it because it's pure entertainment. He's just, he's a special kind of wrestler to me. I just love how gritty he is. Takes complete control, and Kyle held his own too, so it was fun to watch. But Mox retained, which he should have, and he showed some good sportsmanship with Kyle afterwards. So I like that side of Mox. So I didn't hate it. I'm glad he won. So I'll give it like a B+.
Yeah, good overall. Listen, this is where I'll slightly disagree with you. I kind of wish Kyle O'Reilly won, and I say that just because listen, Mox is over. He doesn't need these type of titles.
No.
I think at this point in his career, he really should be the guy that just kind of puts some of these other guys over. I don't know how much time he has left, to be honest with you. He's a very physical fighter, and again, we've been saying this. I will continue to echo this. I think that AEW should push homegrown talent and, really kind of get some of these younger guys in. So, but again, I don't dislike Mox. I like him. It's just, I think it would have made more sense for Kyle O'Reilly to win. But again, a good match. I'll give it a B+.
That's fair.
All right. Now let's talk about a really fun match. Samoa Joe versus Will Ospreay. Styles clash in a big way. Does this match steal the show potential-wise? And what grade are you giving it?
This is a damn good match. And Will Ospreay did not hold back. Like, as soon as the bell rang, he went after Samoa Joe, like, beating the hell out of him. And actually tried to pin him within, like, the first minute. And I was like, okay, do it. But this one was one of the best matches of the night, too. Super physical, and God, those counters after counters. I will tell you this, with AEW, those are some damn good quality matches. These are wrestling matches. This is not just entertainment. So, and that's what I appreciate about these. Did I kind of think Samoa Joe was going to win? Yes, just because of, his size and how he is in the ring. But with Will, God, that guy is just so good in the ring. So glad he won. He hit like a hidden blade, like in the back of the head twice, and got him. I'm giving it an A.
100% A, potentially A+. Again, this, you could make the argument this is match of the night. Anytime we see this man in a match, we're always just stunned every single time. I don't think I've seen him participate in anything less than an A- match, right? No. You can make the argument he's the best wrestler in the world.
So good.
Yeah, he really is. Will Ospreay, fan favorite. We love him. I'm ready for him just to, again, be in that conversation of finally getting the title. We're going to freak out when that happens. It's coming. It should, because he genuinely is the best.
I got chills.
All right, now let's talk about two of the most athletic superstars in AEW right now, Swerve versus Bandito. Des, what stood out to you the most in this match, and what grade are you giving it?
It was a damn good match, too. Is there a running theme here? Yes. Like, Swerve, everyone knows, I'm a big fan of Swerve. I love him. And then, Bandito, he held his own, too. He beat the hell out of Swerve, too. But there were some really awesome spots there. I think it was Swerve. It did, like, I can't even remember what it was, where he jumped off of his shoulders and hit him with a house call. I don't know what it was. I was just like, oh, my God. But so good. And these were for the Owen Hart Tournament, too, which I'm usually saying I want the main one to be on these pay-per-views, not part of the tournament. But hey, if they're going to be throwing out these kind of matches, bring them all day. So I didn't hate it. It was a damn good one. But glad Swerve pulled out the win, of course. No surprise there. So I'll give it an A.
Yeah, you know what? I'll be nice. I'll give it an A as well. Listen, two great competitors, two guys that kind of match up pretty well against each other. I didn't really expect that from Bandito, but he brought it. So that being said, again, Swerve is another one of those wrestlers where he doesn't really have low-graded matches for a reason. He's really, really good. So, all right, now let's roll into the Women's World Championship. Des, this had chaos written all over it. Did this match deliver for you? Who impressed you the most, and what's your grade?
Yeah. Coming from, those past couple of matches, it's really hard to, really follow through on those, but the women held their own. These are all top women, strong women. I like them all. That's the issue. Was it my favorite? No, I will say that. But didn't hate it. Tekla held out and, is holding on to her championship. She's doing really, really well. I wish, I favor Jamie and Chris a lot. But unfortunately, they didn't get the win, and that's okay. Maybe next time. So all four showed up, showed their ass, and beat the hell out of each other. And that's all I can ask for. So I'll give it like a B.
Yeah, I'll give it a B. I mean, I kind of think that, they just went chalk with this one. I'm kind of with you. I think it would be fun for someone else to have the title, but I think they're going to give Tekla her run. But yeah, I mean, B's fair. There's not much else I can say. Yeah. All right, now let's talk about True Chaos, the Stadium Stampede. I'm not going to list all the competitors because there's too many. No. This was complete insanity. Did this feel like the right level of chaos for you, and what's your grade?
I felt like this was a fun break of what we were watching. I went in watching this knowing that this wasn't going to be like a 5-star match. We already had those for the night, and so this was going to be more of an entertainment kind of thing. And it's so good to see Chris Jericho back in the ring. That's always fun to watch, and to see him play off some of the other guys. So who was it in there? It was Jack Perry, Kenny Omega, Young Bucks, I don't care about them, and Hurt Syndicate. So it's nice to see those different guys work together against, the hoodlums that were like, the Dogs, Ricochet, the rest of them. But it was just fun. It was pure chaos with that many people. I think that was the biggest stadium stampede that AEW had. So it's really hard to really keep an eye on everybody. So it's like a giant Royal Rumble. So you're like, what is going on? Who's with who? But from what I remember, Jericho, they all did like one massive super kick to, I forgot who it was, and then Jericho hits the Lionsault with the pin. So of course the good guys are going to win. Fun to watch, craziness. It's really hard to really pay attention to what's really going on there. So I'll give it like a B for entertainment.
Yeah, this was a weird match. I guess I'll give it a B. Again, there were some fun spots, but it was just conceptually, like, they're trying something new, so I guess you can give them applause for creativity, but yeah, this was just wild. But to your point, it was fun to see Jericho kind of come back, but as far as just actual, like, just from a match point of view, it was definitely interesting, but yeah, I'll give it a B.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about the World Championship. MJF versus Darby Allin. Did MJF and Darby deliver emotionally and in ring? What grade are you going to give this match?
I am a huge fan of MJF. I love watching him in the ring. I love watching how cocky he is and the shit that he's going to do and try to get away with. And he's just so funny. So fun to watch. Darby, of course, he is going to sacrifice his body from start to finish. And we got to see Mick Foley in the beginning of the show, which I wasn't expecting to see Mick Foley at AEW at all. So that was always a fun surprise. So, obviously he is going to be favoring Darby Allin just because of their crazy backgrounds in the ring. So, Darby was paying his homage to Mick Foley with his bang bang, which was fun to watch. But MJF, God, I just love that guy. He's just so fun in the ring. Who was it? Darby was trying to do like the suicide dive, and he tripped him. He missed, and it's just your typical, both of them. They're just rabid animals in the ring. So was it my favorite match of the night? No, but it was a damn good one. I liked it. I thought it was a good main event, and I'm glad our guy won, or at least I'm happy he won. So I'll give it, just because it was an A. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I know you didn't like it.
So, this was a miss for me.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, look, both competitors brought it. I'm happy about that. I don't see the point in having Darby be so triumphant and having him lose the title ASAP. I don't get that from a storyline perspective whatsoever. It's almost like when he won it, they're like, listen, we're in your hometown, we're going to do you a favor. But then to take it right off of him, I didn't get it. I definitely think Darby should have some run. I think he's deserving of it. The fact that they didn't do that just really kind of irked me. I mean, again, the match itself was fun. Obviously, McFoley was in a lot of fun spots, but it just wasn't. I wish Darby would have retained somehow, but this is the direction they're going to go with. But MJF's already over, so what was the point? I really think. I mean, MJF would have been over regardless. So I think Darby should have definitely just retained. But yeah, so I'm disappointed.
Really, behind it was MJF didn't want to cut his hair. Yeah, that's what it was because.
Yeah, because again, and I wish it would have
so stupid.
I know. I wish they wouldn't have had that stipulation. I'll give it a B-. I
know you don't have to love it, and that's okay.
Yeah, I know.
You know what, Darby? I look at it this way. I'm sure the location had a lot to do with it, knowing it was New York, and that's where MJF is at. Of course, they're not going to let their main guy lose in his hometown, but that doesn't mean Darby isn't not going to get his title back again and have a longer reign. So,
and I really hope so. And hopefully, this is the end of our feud. So, all right, Des. Now it's going to be a fun game of Fast Count because we love this PLE. So, are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. Match of the night.
Okada and Takeshita.
No doubt. MVP of the night.
Oh man. You know what? I will go with Takeshita just because he got his international championship again.
Okay. Who gained the most momentum tonight?
Oh man, this is hard. Everybody is doing. You know what? Will Ospreay. He was just looking on fire. Yeah.
Okay. Most shocking moment.
Oh Lord. I guess Darby taking that huge jump again on MJF. Yeah, we'll just go with that. Darby.
Okay. Did this pay-per-view feel like the best one AEW put out in 2026?
Yes, so far. Yes. It was a strong pay-per-view. Yes.
Awesome. One wrestler you want to see pushed from here on out?
Let's go with Takeshita. I just feel like he's on top, but he could be elevated even more.
Okay, and who should be the next number one contender for the world title?
Well, it looks like it's going to be Kevin Knight since he came out. So I'm interested to see that on Dynamite.
Sounds good. All right, and now let's talk about final thoughts and final grade. Des, this was definitely a solid pay-per-view overall. Give us your final thoughts. Give us your final grade.
Again, we'll say it. There are some matches on this card that don't need to be on there. And that doesn't mean that they're not quality. It's just there are so many matches that just make sense. And I appreciate you are getting your money's worth of what you're paying for. They are just so good at the quality matches that they have. And, this was one crowd and one pay-per-view where I was like, I wish I was there and I need to start going to them. So that says a lot. So they did a damn good job. I'm giving it an A.
I'll give it an A as well. Listen, overall, I mean, obviously I was disappointed in the ending, but that doesn't change what was actually brought and presented to us. The crowd was hot. It was great. And really, if that's my biggest complaint, then that means this was a good pay-per-view, so loved it. Give it an A.
Yeah.
All right, that actually wraps up our episode. What are your thoughts on AEW Double or Nothing? Please shoot us a DM at the Shoots and Ladders. Like always, please like, share, and subscribe both on YouTube and Spotify. Once again, my name is Jason.
I'm Desiree Josen.
All right. Until next time, have a blessed day and a blessed week.
Have a great week. Bye, friends.
This has been Shoots and Ladders. Follow us for more content